So Unfriended Dark Web. Dark Web is a place where you go if you want to sell people you kidnap. Or kill them in snuff films. So overall, the first Unfriended film out, if you saw it, I thought it was a good movie. It was creative. It was scary. It was an inspired movie. It was a whole movie on a computer screen, which I'd never seen before. The characters had a good backstory with them. Their main villain. The kills were kind of intense and scary, except for one guy just hitting his face against the camera. That movie was a decently paced, weird but unique horror film. This one has amazing ideas, but it fails at every single idea. Every single idea it fails at. This dude, for one, the main guy, Matthias, is so stupid. He has a deaf girlfriend. He keeps talking to her. He keeps opening his mouth and trying to speak to her. Hey, blah, blah, blah. What's his name? Amari this, Amari that, can't about it, Amari, don't go, don't look at this, don't look at that. You gotta save yourself. Oh my God, don't look behind you, blah. I'm like, she's deaf. She can't hear you. You said she's deaf. And then he keeps trying to talk to her in sign language while he said he doesn't know good sign language. So he keeps doing all this booga booga garbage. She is typing to him on Messenger. He could type back and she can read it because she isn't blind. The whole movie, I kept waiting for him to grow a brain and realize he could just type to her instead of yelling at her when she's deaf or doing sign language when he can't. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. So this movie has so many stupid little things like that. Two, it's one of those, every horror movie has that cliche of how do we avoid the cops? Because cops can solve the problem. This movie doesn't even try to give you a reason. He's just like, don't call the cops. And everyone's like, all right. I'm like, the cops would have solved this problem because they all would have been safe, but nobody calls the cops because this idiot is selfish and only thinks about he's only thinking about his girlfriend, but he doesn't care about anybody else. And he progressively makes himself in a worse and worse situation because he's stupid. And the last movie, they had a supernatural element to it, so all the little plot holes and stupidity, you kind of forgave it because you could say, how did that happen? Ghost. Because it's supernatural. So, magic in a way. You can't explain it. It doesn't need to be explained. This one was technological, and they tried to go with a crime aspect, and they tried to have this whole kind of a cool idea of like a serial killer connected underworld where they abduct people and they sell the snuff films and things like that, and he ends up calling it because he stole a laptop. And that is a cool idea. They further introduce cool ideas and they slap you in the face. You see a villain's face at a point. You get further into different aspects of this world. The river. If you see that, that is a cool idea that went nowhere. I thought that was a game. It's a loading screen. The coded words are cool. The trying to save everybody idea, all the victims, is cool. This movie has so little positives. So little things that it nailed. One character has a cool death. The ideas introduced are cool. They all sit you down, pull the ball sack out, and smack you in the face with it. You got teabagged. And this movie ends with you saying, wow, if they had only done anything with the cool ideas they introduced. And there's another thing. The villain keeps popping up on camera, and then everything goes blurry for some reason. Like he has a signal jammer. If he has a signal jammer, why is he not jamming his own signal? And why would he need it? Because he's covering himself up. Two, every time he types to Matthias and deletes his messages, why does Matthias' text box shake? That's not how that works. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, and it was annoying. Skip the first 20 to 25 minutes. It's nonsense. It's them talking about things that don't make sense. One sentence does not go into the next sentence. It's like someone says something and someone else is saying something else. It's almost like they said improv sentences all at different times to these actors. None of them were in the same room together, so they were just saying things for 20 minutes. And one guy started blasting music, went deaf, lost my mind with the clicking on the screen and people just saying sentences. This movie is a disappointment. I'll give it a D solely on the fact that it had good ideas. Failed at every single one of them. But it tried. It just failed spectacularly. Complete failure. Annoying. This movie's annoying. It is an annoying movie. That's all I gotta say about it.